We're here at Litchwood Grove, better known as Victoria Hills Park, the Amtgard Live Action Role Kitchener, Ontario home field. And today, we're talking short swords. There are many different types of LARPs, but Amtgard is a fantasy themed with a heavy focus on, you guessed it, combat. Although Amtgard has a multitude of creative outlets, such as crafting, art, and food, the biggest crowds are drawn when the battle begins. Don't worry, you don't need to memorize every ability or be able to rattle off long spells right away. You can get started with just the basics.
In Amtgard, we use boffer swords or boffer weapons that are representations of real weapons but made of foam. Short swords are the easiest to pick up and have the best weight to length ratio. You should have your knees bent to avoid injury with your sword foot forward. You want to generate power in your hips, push it through your shoulders to avoid causing stress on your elbows or wrists.
So the short sword's like the first thing that you learn to make. It's also the easiest. The most straightforward is you get a piece of PVC, 1/2 inch, put a pool noodle on it, some tape, and you're done. That's literally the short version of how to make it. There's other ways to make them with different foams. I personally have been playing long enough that I don't like pool noodle anymore, and I tend to go for some more expensive foams. There's a type of insulation that's only available in the States called Frost King at the right diameters, and that's my favorite foam to craft with.
That padding extends all directions, including on the stabbing tips, so it is also safe. After that, there's generally a layer of tape to make them waterproof so they don't deteriorate, and then a cover so they're nice and soft when we hit people with them. Cons to short swords is they're short. They don't have the same reach as something like a spear or a long sword would have. Other than that, they're pretty much good for everything.
Now that you've seen how easy it is to join in the fun, check out your local Amtgard park. Now, let's duel! Ha! Ha! Ha!